So funny. Like my friend said to me, rappers, they're all so tough until you hear their real name.
Yeah, well, till you see them at a puffy party. Then
Oh,
they're not tough no more. I'm surprised that the rap game is still alive after, because the masculinity that the rappers are supposed to portray.
what is it? What is it with all the man on man action that I'm learning about? I mean, like with the puffy parties, like the last thing I ever thought that went on there was gay stuff. Not that gay stuff
Yeah,
was
I didn't.
wrong; it's wonderful. I just did not think that's what was Puffy was doing.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it either. And even when my assistant said that stuff, I still was like joking it off. And it wasn't until later on that I heard other things from people that worked from him. You remember that back in the times of slavery, they had a thing called breaking the buck, where they would take, not to go in a bad place, but this is
Yeah,
how I see
yeah.
what's happening, the parallels with what's happening correlates what's happening in the business. If they, back in the times of slavery, if they had like some 12-year-old slave that was just full of himself and confident and, wasn't listening, they would tie him to a log or a barrel, and a bunch of the overseers would rape him, to where when he walked around with the slaves now, he didn't have the confidence.
Sure.
He was broken, and it was called breaking the buck.
Wow.
And that's still taking place. And so to hear that people in the industry are still making young rappers who have fought the worst of circumstances, being disenfranchised, being discounted, and then they finally like, I'm gonna put it into the music. I'm gonna do it in the music, and I'm gonna, and get myself together. And they go and see someone, and they tell them, okay, yeah, you can have a deal. Perform fellatio on me, and you get your deal. That was what I heard while I was on Empire about some of the people in the business. And Petey Pablo, you remember Petey Pablo?
I know who that is.
Petey Pablo, talented writer, singer. Him and Young Buck wrote a song called Ho Is On. And in that song, back in about 2011 or 29 or something, because he called out all of the homosexuality taking place at those parties and those people, he was kicked out of the music business. No radio station would play his stuff. So you look for Petey Pablo, he's not around anymore. But that song, Ho It's On, they did not care. They went all in on it. So, I'm hearing rumors that Marvin was gay, And I'm like, was he gay? And Quincy's like, yes.
Oh,
He went around it with everything, and I was like, no. And I'm like, I could not.
I just feel like there's gay for real, and then there's a point where guys get so much pussy, they're just like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, well, it would have been that, but they would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, you mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie?
No.
Not even, yeah.
No, because I don't fake it. I
Right.
literally, it has to.
I couldn't kiss a man either. That's true. And that
would fuck me. I would cut my lips off.
Yeah, no. Well,
I would.
okay,
if I kiss some man, I would cut my lips off.
Well, I would not do that. But it does not make me homophobic to not want to kiss a man. Just like lots of gay men are like pussy, yuck. I mean, that's okay. We all have our own, no one wants to tell you how to.
Do what you love to do, but don't do it at me. Don't aim it at me. And I can't play that character.
Right.
100%. I can't surrender myself to a place that I don't understand.
Yeah.
And so that's the end part of that story of what I had to
I can understand.
Go.
I can understand it. I'm just not of it. I mean, I could certainly understand men attracted to men. I mean, homosexuality is in nature. Animals. There are many, many, many animals.
Yeah, the bonobos, the bonobo monkeys, they practice it.
Well, practice it.
They do.
God is against men sleeping with men, and the Bible clearly says it. A male shall not sleep with a male as with a woman. You devil worshippers like Diddy, that's what you do, destroying a young man who is straight and turning him gay. That's not nature. That's destroying somebody's mind forever and raping them. I made it with God, never had sex, and kept my innocence like Jesus. Even though I got Hollywood star Christina Milian want to sleep with me.
Fight the profit muscle.
Sex, no drugs, no love, no porn. Roger. Healthy
King Gus.
subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, they got you.